Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 16th to the 30th, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's the way this channel gets seen by the YouTube algorithm. It's all thanks to you guys, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Taurus, angels, and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading. We have the Two of Pentacles. We're going to be trying to juggle way too much. And if you're born on the cusp with Aries, know that this card came up. I believe it was reversed for Aries during this time frame. So just know that you're going to be trying to juggle way too much. I would highly recommend checking out the Aries reading as well. So here, yeah, it's like you're putting too much on your shoulders. It's like, yes, I can do this. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I got this. And it's like, it's okay not to get it. Like, it's okay not to do it all or not to have it all or for everything not to be going perfectly. There's something here where it's like, I almost see it like it's, is it gilded? Like you scratch it and you'll think it's gold, but it's like, it's not. It's like wood underneath. So there's something here where it's like scratch the surface. It's a heck of a lot harder than people think it is, or it's not what is expected. So just be aware here that you're kind of like trying to force something forward. It's like if I can just juggle it enough, if I can get it to this point, then everything will be perfect. But there are going to be some things that you need to say, you know what? I can't pay attention to this right now. I can't be doing this right now. I need to be looking at this. I need to be paying attention here. And I can't be pulled in so many different directions. Being aware of that, that doesn't mean you are a failure at all. It doesn't mean that everything will fall apart at all. It means that you're being kinder to yourself. And you're going to need to be kinder to yourself, Taurus. Let's see what let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides show me clearly. Oh, right here. There we go. And this is centered reversed. We need to be centered. Are we going to be centered during this time? No, not really. We can feel kind of all over the place and we can feel rather overwhelmed. And there's a need here right now to find our center, to find our harmony, to embrace our harmony and ourselves, and to say, this is what's right for me. This is where I need to be for me. Being centered feels like something that's out of reach or far away or even overwhelming at times. But claiming a desire to have that calm inner center of ourselves is going to be important. That sense of, I need to make time for this. I need to make time to center myself. I need to make time for this healing, for this compassion, for this grounding of me. And that's what centering is. It's when the world is like a tornado, right? We have our calmness within ourselves that's able to help us weather any storm and move forward in every circumstance. And that's a tricky place to get to. It's a place we can get to and lose, kind of yo-yo back and forth from for our whole entire lives. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. angels, and spirit guides. Oh, I like this. Okay, so this is very prosperous. This is a very prosperous reading. We're starting off with the Page of Pentacles. Now, we're represented by the Pentacles in the Minor Arcana. We're represented by the Hierophant in the Major Arcana. So, when the Page of Pentacles comes up, this is a tremendously advantageous time for learning, for taking in new information, for looking at things differently. You're going to be seeing, like, these are the seeds that I want to plant. Now, this could be literal. I'm seeing, planting seeds in the garden. You can be tending a garden, minding a garden, type of thing, and saying, oh, well, how does this grow together and how does this work? But you're also going to be seeing the seeds you want to plant in your life. How do I move this forward? Where do I want to be here? How do I need this to, come together? What is it that I desire? What is it that I want? You're looking at things and you're looking at things with childlike wonderment, but you can also be looking at things with childlike stubbornness. So just be aware of this. It can be like, no, this is going to work. And you can sit there and say to a little kid, no, it's not going to work. You can't do it that way. Yes, I can. Don't tell me what to do, type of thing. Be aware of that. Because I do see this little bit of like, no, it's going to work just like this. And Spirit's like, no, step back a little bit because you're going to be surprised at what you're able to manifest forward, what you're able to plant or what you really desire or what you're really going after. But we can get caught up with it has to be just like this. So just be aware of this. There is a sense here also of not being afraid to ask questions, not being afraid to, look at things differently. You are moving outside of the box. So there are going to be people who sit there and say, no, but it has to be just like this. You have to, be just like this. And there's going to be a real understanding during this time where it's like, no, there's more here for me than meets the eye. There's more that I can go after than you realize, and even that than I realized, because it's not black and white, right? It's not white page, black print. Here's how it has to be. There's going to be those myriad shades. There's going to be beauty and brilliance that moves us forward. It's a sense here of listening to our dreams, listening to what, our subconscious really desires or what our heart wants us to do and how we're planting the seeds, how we're minding our garden, what we desire in order to move forward those ways. And there is a sense here of also not being afraid to just do things differently. Kids do things differently because they don't know that there's one way that it's supposed to be done, or they don't know it's supposed to be like this or like that. So here, having that childlike, not innocent so much as, naivety or just kind of like not knowing any better can really lead to a lot of breakthroughs. With the Six of Swords, you're taking your knowledge, and you're taking what you desire, and you're moving forward. You're uncertain. There's an uncertain road ahead, but there's an uncertain road ahead for everyone. So we're going to think, oh, I'm questioning too much, or everybody else has it figured out. No, they can think in that moment they have it figured out. They can think, oh, wow, I'm making all the best choices, type of thing. And they could be, and then have a curveball thrown in. So don't think you have to have it all just right. Because I'm seeing that here where it's like it should all be just right. And you're still balancing everything. You're still figuring everything out. There are emotions here that have been pushed back that need to be looked at. Our angels are guiding us. This is going to be a time where we sit there. We need to not sit there. We need to step back and say, I've done my best, right? I've put it together as best I can, meaning like the puzzle of our lives. And I'm moving forward in power and in purpose, in instinct and in understanding for me. It can almost feel like somebody else is steering the ship, and that's okay. We may not be as okay with that as maybe we think we would be, but really just know here that the angels are guiding us. They're right here. No, they're right here guiding us, but they're also steering the ship. And there's a sense of like, I need to step back and just see where this takes us. I love that you go from the Six of Swords, going into the unknown, to the Seven of Swords reversed. A lie is being revealed. There is something here, negativity, anger, hurt, pain, disappointment. You've been carrying that with you for a really long time. This could be a fight, this could be a lot of things. And what you're going to see here is that there are certain lies you've been carrying, certain inabilities. Like, oh, I can't do this because, I'm just not good at this. Or I can't do this because somebody said it once upon a time. You're going to be seeing lies. I just see, like, gosh, I don't know what they were. Okay, so when I was really little, um, in my grandma's neighborhood, there were these trees that had these little spiky things that used to fall out of them. And our cousins used to throw them at us. And I hated them because they get caught in your clothes and caught in your hair. And it was awful. And here I just see the like those little like spiky brown ball things that would get caught and tangled up in everything. Those are being released from you. And it's like they had stuck, almost like Velcro, right? They'd stuck to you. But now they're falling away. And it was annoying and it was mean and it was spiteful and it was hurtful. But they're falling away from you without leaving, terrible scars. There's a sense of these have now become just annoyances in my life and they're leaving me alone. And as these lies leave, as you start to see, you know what? They weren't right. That might have been true for somebody else, or that might have been the way that they saw the world or they saw themselves. It's not me. It's moving us to a very different 7. Now, 7 is a number of truth. 7 is a number that even if you try to kind of like get away with things, right? You can't. Number 7 just brings it to the surface. There's also a sense with the number 7 of diving deep into the esoteric, into the spiritual, into, wisdom. And with the 7 of Pentacles, seeds that have been planted, desires that have been had. And it's like, this is what I want. We're patiently waiting for it to bear fruit. So we're looking here, and there's almost a sense of like, I don't get to have this, right? I don't get to have the dream that I desired, or what I wanted to plant, or how I wanted my life to grow. And there can almost be a sense here, Taurus. Actually, there is a sense here, Taurus, where it's like, I'm just going to give up on that. I don't get to have that. And I'm doing the sensible, proper, knowledgeable thing and walking away from that nonsense. And what Spirit is saying here is that you're going to see this is a time where you start to see a lot of the things that you've planted, a lot of the seeds that you've planted in your garden of life, in that metaphor, right? It starts to bear fruit. You start to see yourself moving forward in a different way than you had imagined you could. You're going to want everything instantaneously. Okay, that's just going to be this time. It's like, okay, come on, move type of thing. Go slow. Go slow. There's going to be a sense here of like, it still needs to ripen. It's coming forward. We're seeing certain things and we're seeing the change in things and we're seeing the change in the way that we're looking at our world and at ourselves. And it's like, oh my gosh, cool. I can have everything right now. And Spirit's like, no, it's going to go slow. It's still ripening. But you're definitely seeing your hard work pay off. You're definitely going to see things coming together in ways that you're like, oh wow, I thought that was never going to happen, right? I never thought I was going to get there, or I thought that was lost forever. Like there's a sense of being rather dramatic and rather pessimistic, like, oh no, this isn't going to work out, or I'm never going to have what it is I really want. But you are. It's going to be in ways that are different than how we had originally imagined it. And Taurus, that can be something that's a little bit difficult for us because there's a sense of like, nope, but this is what success looks like. And Spirit's like, nope, move with me, grow with me, see it with me. And with the 10 of Pentacles, this is and they all live happily ever after card. Prosperity, success, bounty, abundance. This is a wish being granted. This is money, or what you value as much as money, coming into harmony in your life. Being able to share it with others. Being able to open up the doors in ways that say, I am wealth, I am prosperity, I am abundance. And people absolutely knowing it. Now, does this mean that our coffers are overflowing, right? We have more money than we could ever know how to deal with? No, it doesn't mean that. What it means is success. And that success can be small and personal and private. It can be big and flashy and showy. But this is success. And it's how we need success in our lives right now. It's not the only form of success. And so with the 10 of Pentacles, there's a sense of like, I've come full cycle. When it comes to my finances, I've come to an end of a cycle when it comes to learning and understanding and struggling. There's a sense of like, okay, this is done. Now the door's open. I really enjoy that. It's like share your knowledge with people, share your wealth, not in a way like you have to go give everybody money type of thing, but like I'm just seeing like a barbecue, like and the neighbors coming over and everybody, having a fun time. I see this with, it can even be giving to charities and doing kind of good works that way, where there's a sense of like I'm sharing my wealth, I'm sharing my prosperity. You could be getting, yarn or fabric and knitting hats and gloves and to give to charities, type of thing. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be big. But I see it as having a big impact for other people. And it's like, oh, these doors are opening. And there's a sense of like, there's just goodness flowing out. And that is a beautiful thing. During this time, you have your goodness flowing out and you're going to think, I'm not doing enough, or I'm not connecting enough, or, it's not enough. And Spirit's like, you need to embrace, the beauty that you're embarking on right now and open that up to you, because that is an amazing thing. And you're not seeing it enough, Taurus. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And it's the 7 of Swords. It's lies. We have lies falling away, but we're going to be more than willing to believe that we're just not quite enough. We're not quite there. And you know what? We may never be. And that's a lie. That's a lie that your head is telling you, that others can be telling you to keep you, to keep your wings clipped, to keep you small. And it's not true. You can even have, I don't see this as so much as a young person coming into your life or somebody with young energy. This is really you just embracing curiosity, embracing, diving deeper into things, not really caring what people think. There's a sense of like, I'm going after what excites me, what, sparks my curiosity, what is moving me forward. And I'm doing so with gusto. It brings us to our subconscious spirit message. And here we have adventure reversed. We don't really want another adventure right now. There's a real sense of like, I'm good. I've had enough twists and turns come my way. Now, if you want an adventure, there's something in you that's like, I'd like it to be a little bit calm right now. So even if you're looking for an adventure, I don't really see one happening during this time frame. You can be building up to one. But here, there's a real sense of like, I want things to be stable and calm and secure and prosperous. I want things to be grounded, and I want me to be grounded. Our subconscious tarot message is the end of poverty. It is the end of feeling like I don't get to have the money. I don't get to have wealth. I don't get to have success. And that is absolute nonsense. The 5 of Pentacles is being outside in the cold. You are not alone, and you are not worthless. You are prosperous, you are bountiful, and you are success. Know that about yourself, Taurus. It might not be, reality TV star success, and that's fine, because that's all fantasy anyway. This is releasing yourself and releasing the energy that is around you of, I have to stay impoverished. I'm never going to have, enough type of thing. Because we've gone through times where it's been lean, the starving times, right? In history, in our own, history. And it's like, no more. Now it is a time of success and bounty, of lushness, time of milk and honey and absolute prosperity. And it might be different, you can look at the world and say, well, how is it going to be a time of absolute prosperity when everything is so precarious? It doesn't mean that you're going to have millions upon millions in the bank, but it means that there's a contentment and a sense of, I am prosperous moving forward in you. So there's a sense of storms might come, but you weather them so well. And you're releasing a lot of the negativity that has shaped you over the years of, of poverty, of struggle, of hurt, of pain, of being on the outside looking in. And it's like, I'm never going to be on the outside looking in again. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have an absolute wonderful end half of June. Bye.